Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great day. I make sure that I am where I'm supposed to be. How's it going? How's it going? So, I'm Kristy from Funky Junk Inspirations, and how's it going? There I am, and I am here with the oh my gosh. Let me pull this back up here. I have got some crazy stuff happening on my phone right here. There we go. There we go. Okay, Crafty Creators Community. You guys, I'm over here on YouTube. Make sure you go join that channel. It's up in my description. I'd love it if you join my channel, if you're watching on replay or whatever. You guys, up after me is Michelle with Designs and Vine. And then after her is Crafty Peep. And then Kristy's Crafty Cottage is after that. So there we go. So here's what I thought we could do today. Running a bit behind, but we'll take care of that. There we go. So if you're just hopping on, make sure you say hello. The other day we made this round, this big, nice, thick round for Hello Fall. And I was thinking about for a Lazy Susan. My friend Shanna from Frame It and Contain It had made one on Sunday, and I was like, that is an awesome idea. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little Lazy Susan that I got for $3 at the Target dollar spot, okay? And I'm going to use it as the Lazy Susan because I want to make this to be double-sided, okay? So here's fall, and we could set our condiments on here. I'll put some clear coat or something like that on there just to save it. And then on this side, I think I want to stencil some Christmas stuff on this side. So, and then we'll make the sides match both. So I think that's going to be cute. We're going to work on that. The other thing that I wanted to work on is the other day we worked on this. I left a spot up here for our bow, which I have not put on there. But I was also thinking about making this back side another Christmas thing so that, you know, it was double-sided and can use either way. So we're probably going to work on that too. So that's what we have going on today. So let's start with that. Now I was looking through my 12 by 12 stencils from Essential Stencil just to get an idea of possibly what I want to do. Now Shanna, hi Dad. Shanna the other day did this beautiful poinsettia. Now it has this wonderful candy cane in with it too. But I was just kind of looking through to decide, you know, possibly what we could put on this back side here. That would be kind of cool. Now look, these winter trees would be just beautiful on here without any words. And then you could use this all winter long. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that would be kind of cool to do. I think we might put that on there, and then we won't put Christmas or anything like that. We'll just make it like that. That's what I'm thinking. And then it could be something that, you know, if you're entertaining all winter long, you could leave it on your table. So this is going to probably go real quick and real fast right here. Let me get a sanding block because I've got some chips of paint on here. Oh, of course my sanding block's got white paint on it. Okay. But we'll just play with this right here. So I'm thinking that we did the Valspar there. And on this side, we did all these fun colors. Okay. So on here, I need to clean that off, y'all. It's a filthy mess. So I think what we'll do is we'll paint this white. And then we'll put the trees on. We'll put them on green. And then we'll antique the whole thing a little bit. How does that sound? Hey, Sydney, how are you? How are you? So I've got to find my white paint. My sweet little granddaughter has been up here making these little clay things. So my stuff's kind of scattered all over the place. I don't really know where anything is because she's been wanting to make a couple things, and it's like, you go for it, girl. You go for it. I'm just going to get some piece of parchment paper here. It fell out of the packaging. I need to put it back in. Look at that. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. So, how is everybody on this Wednesday? You having a good Wednesday? You're doing good, Sydney? That's fantastic. So it's warm today here. I don't know what the temperature is because I haven't even put my watch on for the day. But it is kind of, oops, there's my hair. Already got a hair in there. It's pretty warm today. I was just outside cutting some wood for the laser, and I made this cool star out of 1x4s, which I'll probably put that on the site. We'll probably put one together here over the next couple days. Just haven't done it yet. I'm just going to put paint on here because I kind of want it really, really white, and a lot of it here in the center where the trees are going. But I'm just brushing this on, not making a big fuss about it. So, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to finish this off and have it double-sided so we could just flip it over. Now, you could make this full-fledged Christmas if you wanted to, like put one of the, the poinsettia would be beautiful. The candy cane, anything like that. But I think I really like those trees. Let's put the trees on there. And then we could possibly keep using it past Christmas. It wouldn't be just a Christmas one, So, and then I was reading the comments from the other day when I did the Hello Fall side, and everybody was saying, just put hello on there and then you could use it all the time. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see that when I was live. And that was a fantastic idea, to do the, to have done, I probably just got white paint all over me, to have done the, on this side, just hello on there. That would have been cool. So we're going to play with that. Now we do have this one that says, what does it say? It says, "Oh, Christmas tree." But I think I like just the trees. I think the trees would be cool because you could leave it up all year round if you wanted to, if that was the kind of decor stuff you had, But. And these Lazy Susans are cool to have like in the middle of your tables too, because you can just decorate on them, and it's just right there, and you could have your, napkins or whatever if you wanted to do that. I don't know if anybody does that anymore. Does anybody keep their napkins and stuff sitting in the middle of their table, their salt and pepper shakers? I remember my grandma did. My grandma always had a little thing in the middle, and it had your napkins and stuff like that. You guys, you know what? I'm thinking I might be on early. Let me look at the schedule again. No, 5 Central is 6 Eastern. I just all of a sudden thought, oh crap, it was supposed to be 7. Silly. So, but, and this is going to be pretty. We're going to have to do something fun with that too. So let's just pull this open. This is the pine and birch stencil. I don't know if they have it in stock or not. I have to go back and look. I know that they have been out of stock on a lot of things. So, you just kind of got to go look and see. They've been working on and, getting a little bit better control of their inventory is why it seems like they're out of everything right now. So they're trying to get a little bit, a little better about what their inventory is. So that's why they've been out of stuff. So I'm going to use this paint here and hope that we have enough. If not, we can always switch over to another one. Just been wanting to really use up all these little paints and stuff that I have. Now I'm going to take my brush right here and I'm going to put my paint on it. All of you know, most of you do essential stencils. That's way too much, and I'm just going to swirl it out and get it up in my bristles like this. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go directly into a side. I'm going to go right here in the middle to make sure I'm okay with how much paint I have, because I don't want to go right to an edge where it could have some bleed through. Now, with this white underneath, it's really making this tree bright instead of like a dark green. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it with this one, and we may see if we have a darker green to put on here, because I don't know, I think of pine trees as being a little darker than this. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm going to antique over the top of it, so it'll probably, now see, this moves a lot, so you've got to kind of hold on to it and make sure it stays in place. See that? I just pulled it up with my finger. So, and don't push real hard, just push light, because you really want to try to keep that from moving on you when you're stenciling. So, and I usually go right down over the top of it and just it kind of helps hold it down, as well as, you know, gets those little edges and stuff. But, oops, see that? I just moved it a bunch. So, but anyway, so it's nice out, but it is supposed to be super cold this weekend. I think we're supposed to get down to the in the 20s overnight, which totally stinks because that means it'll be super cold at work. And I think the high, we don't go much higher than 40 something for the next week. So, which stinks because like today, outside the t-shirt, you know, it is in stock. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad I'm using this one today. I'm glad I'm using this one. I should have looked beforehand, but, you know, it seems like every time it's time for me to go live, disaster strikes. When you have two teenage girls in the house, they pick and pick and pick at each other, and they were picking at each other right before I came live. See how pretty that is? Those are pretty. But I think I want them a little bit darker. So let's, let me see. Let's see what this shamrock on top looks like. It's probably going to be close to the same color. But yeah, it's pretty much the same color. Let's see what this one is. This is Kelly green. That looks like Kelly green. No, it's got a little bit different tone to it. Just a little bit different of a tone. See that? This is what we were using. That was the other one. That's the Kelly. See how it's just a little different tone. I don't know if you can really see that on the camera, but we're just gonna go over it again with that. And if I get all the spots, I get them. But if I don't, it's okay because it'll just give it look like it has texture. And I'm just gonna kind of go across like this, kind of how the, you know, the limbs would be on there. You know how they're kind of and just add something to it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Could add a little bit of brown in there if we wanted to. We'll just have to wait and see. Right here we go. See what it looks like when we raise it up. But I'm probably going to antique over the whole thing, so that will darken it up too. Just maybe. I don't know if we will or not. I don't know if we will or not. Just kind of playing. I thought we could just play with this. So, next week, well, maybe later this week. Well, it's Wednesday. I'm trying to think of the next time that I go on. But we're going to be doing getting some ornaments together. I've cut out some ornaments that are really, really cute, and I think we'll paint them together and do that kind of stuff. So we've got to start getting ready for Christmas. You know what? I want to, but I don't want to. Hello, Charlene. How are you? How are you? I'm going to take this truffle right here, and I'm going to grab a stencil brush right here. I'm going to work that up in there. And I'm just going to kind of get the ones down here. The, what are these called? These little, the trunks of the tree right there. Okay, and I'm really going to take and really get a whole bunch of this off of my brush. I want to just try something. Just want to try something. So this is barely on here, just barely. And I'm just going to kind of, not a whole lot, just kind of add a little, you know, brown on here. And we'll see what it looks like. You know, you got to try it. You got to try it when you have an idea of something. Like I say 100 times, if you don't like it when you're done, just sand it off, paint over it, all that kind of fun stuff. You don't have to keep it. So, but try it and see if you like it. You never know. You never know. This is just adding a little, I think it's adding just a little bit of texture on here. Let's get some more paint. So, see what I mean? Oops, that's a lot right there. Just spread it out a little bit. Okay. But see, I'm just kind of going across how the limbs would be. A little bit. So I think adding all the different colors is going to give this a little bit of texture and maybe look like a real tree. And see right there, I got a whole bunch, but I think it's going to be okay. So let's see what this looks like right here. Yeah, see, I think that looks kind of cool. See how that just kind of, you know, just gives it a little bit of, you know, wintry tree, because, you know, they're not all alive, you know, everything alive. It's starting to die off a little. I know evergreens don't die off, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I stuck the paint, my paint lid in the paint like a ding dong. So I'm gonna put the lid on this, and we're gonna dry that a little bit, and then we're gonna do the edges, kind of frame it in a little bit. Okay, I've got the lids on everything. So I just kind of want to go around the edges up here and frame it in a little bit. And I think we're going to use brown to do that. I was going to get the Valspar back out, but I think I'm going to just do this. I think I'm going to go along these edges with my stencil brush, and I just put the lid on that, but I'm going to take it back off. And I'm just going to kind of go around the edges here. I'm not trying to cover the edge. I'm just kind of going over where the white is. You know what I mean? Just kind of give it a little bit of brown look to the edge over here. I could get the Valspar back out, but you know, I want it to still look like it's been hanging out for a little bit. You know, so I'm not going to completely cover it brown, but I'm just going to kind of give it the brown. And the brown will work with both sides, how we have both sides taken care of. So, and then we'll go over the edges on both sides to kind of frame our picture, our whatever, our stencil out that we have on there. So, here we go. Just kind of, just playing. I think this will be cool to have out. Now, that little Lazy Susan that I got there from the dollar spot at Target, I got that last year. I don't know if they have them anymore, but I think you could probably find just a little baby one like that anywhere. Or, you know, I have a couple Lazy Susans that I bought the hardware for. You just would, you know, the whole point is to put the hardware on something different so that you can flip this over. So you could always just get you a little piece of wood and put the hardware on that, and then it would go, you know, to be able to swap it out like this. Now see, I'm just gonna go, I was gonna go back and forth. I'm just gonna go like this around this edge here to really crisp up the where it rolls over on here, and get some of this brown onto this side of this. Now see, I can go across here. You see that? So it's not so stark white. We talked about antiquing it, but you see that? I think that looks kind of cool like that. I think that looks kind of cool. But see how I did the sides? Hello, Cindy. So see how I did the sides? This kind of brown, and that kind of goes with both sides. So see, so we have it for both sides. So like I said, you can find one of these or order you one or make you one. And then you have a Lazy Susan here for winter. I mean, actually you could have this up all the time if you wanted to. And then if you want to, you could flip it over, and here's for fall, for Thanksgiving, or whatever you want to do. Now I will clear coat this. I'm going to go around this edge a little bit better. I will clear coat this, but I'm not going to worry about doing the food safe thing, because if I sit anything on here that has food, I'll have it on something else first. And what you can do is buy like a clear plate and put your stuff on it if you're not wanting to put your food safe on it, because I'm not saying acrylic paint's food safe. So we did that right there. So that was fun. That took 20 minutes. See how quick and fast and easy that is? Now I'm going to sit this over here. And now we're going to switch to something else. And I need to grab this over here because I laid it too far away from me. You guys, these Christmas trees are amazing. Amazing. And I've been dying to do something with these Christmas trees. So I am thinking if they fit, we're going to test this out together right here and right now. Is on the back of this sign that we did the other day on the stencil. Stencil, I've got to clean that off. We did this over here. We did this side. I'm thinking I want to put these Christmas trees on this side. I don't know if I can get all of them on here, or if I can get one on here, or get partial of them, just to see what it looks like. So it looks like I can for sure get the one, but they come with 3. And even if they overlap a little bit, I'm okay with that because I think they are so beautiful. So see, I could put one right there and kind of stagger them a little bit like this. See how to fit them on here. See, so I'm thinking we could put these. Now this is the longest one, so it should probably be in the middle. And you guys were probably saying that to me. Right there, I'm going to just kind of whoosh it down a little bit. And see, I'm okay if it kind of goes off of the board a little bit. I think that's okay. I'm going to make sure that it's up at the top, though. So they're all the same length. I don't know why I felt like that one was longer. That was weird. So anyway, but see, I can kind of put this middle one in the middle and then just kind of fit these other 2 on here. And I think it would be kind of cool. But I'm thinking, because this one is so, these are swirly, that's swirly. I'm thinking this one right here should be right here in the middle. And we'll put it right in the middle, right up here at the top. And then these we'll just put beside it. And if the pieces of it come off the sides of the board, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So where did I get the wood round? Did you cut it yourself? This wood round, yes, I cut it myself out on my jigsaw, and it is not a perfect circle. Okay. If I can cut up to, I think 16" on my laser, so it would be a perfect circle. All right. My friend Lisa at Heart's Desire, she can get you up to a 22" blank round. Her husband can cut them for you. So if you're interested in that, check with Lisa, and you can order a big one from her. But you can get them a lot of places. So, okay. So I think we want our background to be white, and that way we can do our trees in a whole bunch of colors. Now see where I have all this red coming over here? We'll just fit that in. Okay, we're not going to make a big deal about it. I'm not going to, oh, I can't do it because I got red over here. We'll just make that all, we'll make it work. Okay, so right now I'm just going to paint this white and get this all white over here. And get a semi-solid, coloring over on this side. If I miss some spots, it's okay. It's okay. You guys know me. I don't mind things being a little, crazy. Crazy and distressed. So we're just going to do that. I don't really like that brush to do that with, so I'm going to switch brushes and put some more paint on here. That, and I'm actually going to wet it down a little bit. And that way it spreads a little bit better. See that? Spreads a little bit better, because I do kind of want to cover it, but it doesn't have to be totally, completely covered. You know what I mean. So here we go. Let's get these edges good, and then we'll worry about our brush marks. So anyway, it's been a weird work week this week, you guys, because we had our bathroom, showers, and tubs redone Friday. So my husband and I took Friday off. And then we went ahead and took the weekend off. And then we went back to work on Monday. And Tuesday was election day, so we had that off. And then we went back to work last night. We worked tonight and tomorrow night. And then Friday is Veterans Day, so we have Veterans Day off. So it's kind of like just kind of a choppy work week. Can't get, when you work an off shift, that's kind of hard on you to get, your sleeping pattern good and all that kind of stuff. And then my husband's not working this weekend, but we work at different plants. We work for the same company. And my plant is real slow about putting our overtime up. But I'm pretty sure I'll probably be working Saturday and Sunday. So, but anyway, it's just been kind of a weird week. Don't know what day it is. I keep getting mixed up on the day of the week because of that. So there we go. So there's brush marks on here, but that's okay. When it dries, a lot of that kind of stuff goes away. So don't worry about that. And see, like I missed a spot there, but we're okay. It's okay. So we're going to kind of dry this a little bit, and I'll see. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still getting used to YouTube. Not easy on the phone. You know what? I have noticed that. And I don't know if, let me see something. Let me see what happens. If I turn I'm using my iPad because I thought maybe you guys could see a little bit better. Let me try turning it and see what happens. But don't look at my mess. Don't look at my mess. Okay, I'm going to turn it landscape and see what it does. I'll turn kind of slow. And see, now you can see all that, but you can't see my head. So you can't see me, but you can see my project. Is that better on your phone, though? I mean, because if that's better, we can do it that way and do something along those lines. Let me know. Is that better on your phone that if I do that, or if I do, I don't know if it is or not, because when I watch people in there in landscape, it's kind of, it's still kind of weird. Yeah. So I don't know. Let me see. Let me pull this up here. See what I said. Guess I could look myself. So, yeah, I don't know. But then you can't see. I can't see myself. So I'm gonna just turn it back for today, and maybe let me see if I can set my. We're all over the place, aren't we? I'll see if I can set my tripod in a different spot and go landscaping for next time and see if that helps. See if that helps matters. So, okay. So we'll just leave it like that. Okay, what was I doing? Let's losing track of what I was doing right here. So here we go. Let's try this a little bit right there. I'll see what I can figure out on that, because I don't know why it's different. I mean, I go live through StreamYard instead of like I'm not on YouTube because I don't have enough followers yet, but I don't know why it just shows up a little. It's smaller. That's the word I'm looking for. It's smaller than it is when I'm on Facebook. I do know that. Okay, I kind of want to get this pretty dry, especially right here where we start. Now, I want to kind of be mindful of this side here, because what I'm going to do is what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to drill 2 holes here, and then that's what I'll use to hang it so that I can flip this over. So with this being the top here, I want to make sure that when I flip this over and do it, that it's straight up and down on both sides, because we don't want this side to be like this, and then we flip it over in our trees and it's like this, you know what I mean? So I want to make sure that I'm mindful of that. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and get this guy on here and lay him there, because I think, let's see. That looks straight up and down on camera. Let me see. Let's grab right there and put that there. Okay. So I think that's what we got. So here we go. Now this guy here, I'm going to turn it this way because I think it'll be a little easier to do. And my brush, my things aren't completely dry, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of go and do the tree part, the green, which we already have all these greens out. So we're just going to pick one and use it. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of, all the little dots here, we might do those in just some fun little colors and stuff, and the stars probably in yellow, but I'm not going to tape everything off and try to go around all that stuff. I'm just going to get started here like this. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of lay my little piece here. See, I don't like that. That's too, just mixed them all up. Let's see. It's like it's like rubbing right off the top of that paint. Probably because my paint's a little bit wet. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of go across here like this and just be mindful of those little spots and not, try not to hit them and get a bunch of paint in there. But if I happen to get paint on them, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You guys know me. I don't try not to make a fuss about trying to make everything perfect. Just getting it as close as I can to what I want. See, I got green on that star already. That's okay. So, see that? All right, like that. And we're just going to go across here. Right there. And I'm going to see what this looks like because it seems like it's really sliding a lot on that paint. Oh, I think it looks good. It's not perfect, but I think it looks good. So we'll go there and let's just get another piece out and lay it right here, just like that. See that? Now you could go and take your tape and tape all that off if you wanted to. I just don't, I'm lazy. I just don't want to. I don't want to tape it all off. Now I'm going to tell you, my paint, my white paint still feels pretty damp. So that's, I think that's why the green is showing up so light, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So I sit here, you guys, when I'm doing this stuff and I'm thinking, and a lot of times everything that I'm thinking comes out of my mouth. And I know sometimes you guys are going, you know, she just said that, or, you know, we don't need to know that, but I think it. And so I say it. So kind of silly. So, you know, trying to build up the YouTube thing is kind of hard, you know, because stuff is so different over here on YouTube. You get used to something, and that's what all it amounts to, is you get used to how something works, and then when you switch to go do something else, it's hard to figure everything out. So like I was saying, I use StreamYard to go live on, and the other day when I was live, I couldn't find my comments, and I couldn't figure out where anything was, and it's kind of a pain, but got it figured out. So just learning something new is always fun, right? Always fun. So here we go. Just going across here. Now this is taking a minute because I'm trying to not get a whole bunch of green on the little balls and the stars. But if you just wanted to do these, like this whole thing, like black and white or something like that, that would be absolutely beautiful too. And it would be real fast to just go across. Or if you didn't even want to put the little balls, the little ornament balls and stuff on here, you could just tape them off and just boom, 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 go. So, you know, you got to do what you want to do. Okay. So let's see what the green tree looks like. So see, I think he looks cool. But do you see right here on my board where the white paint came up a little bit? That's because I didn't dry that paint all the way, like a big ding dong. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin around here and I'm going to grab some different colors of paint. I'm going to grab some pink and I'm going to grab some purple, and I definitely want to grab some blues and some reds. Where is my reds? There's my reds right up here. Let's grab a few red colors right like that, and then definitely a gold color for our stars. And I should have had all this out, and I don't. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Michelle is who's up after me. So make sure you guys check her out. Hello, everybody. So I've just grabbed some different colors, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to open them up. I'm just going to open up their lids, okay? Because we don't need a whole lot. Now, I am stenciling, and that purple is probably not going to work, but we'll try it. Anyway, I am stenciling, so, you know, you would normally want to use, this hasn't even been opened. So, but let's open it. There we go. And, but I'm going to use little, well, for goodness sakes. It's probably dried up. It's probably had it way too long. Yeah, it looks pretty thick. Probably looks pretty thick. So that's what I'm talking about, you guys. Got to use up what you have. Quit going in. I'm telling this to myself. I'm saying it like I'm saying it to you guys, but I'm really saying it to myself. Quit going and buying more supplies. Use what you have and get them used up. So I have all these lids of these fun little colors. Now I'm just going to take, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors, 6 different colors there. I'm going to get out 6 little baby paintbrushes. No big deal. Now I'm just going to take, like, this one's going to be my yellow one because I'm going to use this on the other stuff too. My yellow one I want to do my stars with, so I'm going to stop with that for a second. So let's get the blue right here. Now I'm just going to touch it like that. You see that? I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. See that? I'm not going to try to, I'm not going to swirl. I'm just going to touch it and get some paint on there like that. Okay. Now, am I trying to get every single little corner? No, I'm not trying to get every little single corner of those little balls. I basically want color on my tree. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, and if I get a little bit in the wrong spot, it's perfectly okay. So you just kind of, but I don't want to swirl and cause the paintbrush to go underneath my stencil. That's when you'll have some bleed through. But again, if I have a little bleed through, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to try this purple. This purple looks pretty scary, but we'll try it. If it don't work, I'll grab a different bottle. Probably going to have to toss that one. Yep, it works. Toss that bottle when I'm done. So I'm just kind of looking for some more of the little balls right there. There, you see that? And it's just adding some color to this. There's one right there, and I'm trying to see, I think we'll do it in the red right there. Oh, there was red right there. Okay, oops. So I did all those in those colors. Now, I'm going to set those right there, and I'm going to take this gold right here, and I'm going to hit these stars so that they sparkle. Now, we could take the time and put diamond dust all over these stars and really make it really super sparkly, and that would be really cool to do. I don't think we're going to do that tonight, but if I do these again, that would be a fun way to do these, because the you know, they would really stand out and sparkle. Now, always remember, if you miss one of your little stars or whatever, it's okay, because the reason it's okay is because, you know, it's just not there. It's not going to show up in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this gold here. This color is called Sunflower, and I think it's a good color for, I can get some to come out. There we go. I think it's a good color for the stars and stuff of things, because it's not yellow, and it's not kind of that fall yellow. It looks like it's a shiny yellow, you know, like a sparkly yellow to me. So that's why I use it a lot. Okay. So see that? See that? We didn't make a big fuss about it. We just kind of put those on there. All right. Now see how that turned out? Let me set my leads right over here. So see right there? It looks kind of good. Now see, like I said, you can see where that stencil was because I stuck that right on wet paint. Whatever. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm going to dry that a little bit, and we're going to go to the next tree right here, and we're just going to put it beside it, and we'll sand this and make it look a little, you know, antiqued, and that won't matter. And like I said, the fact that these are going to run off the side of my board, I am okay with. It doesn't bother me. Now, what I'll probably do right here is, so that I can get it the most I want, the most I can on here. Look here, because I kind of want them to. Oh, here's something we could do. We could also do the trees kind of at an angle like this, you know, if we wanted to, or we can do them straight up and down. So there's a star right here. So what I'm going to do is, so that I can get as much of this tree on here as possible, what I'm going to do is, see, I got it right there on the edge. It doesn't matter if I do or not, but since I'm able to, and I'm just going to cover up this star, you guys. And the reason that I'm covering it up, I said, you know, just don't do the areas you don't want to do. When I'm doing the green, I don't want to get it over there. Now this has some bigger circles on here and some bigger stars. All right. So same thing. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to take my little things here, and we're going to start right here and just start putting this green on here real light. This tree's cool looking. And I'm not going to worry about going over the stem, because we'll do the stem brown just like we did on the other one. But the, you know, the fact that it's got a little bit of green on it isn't going to matter. So, let's see that. I absolutely love this stencil, you guys. I think it is so pretty. I love this whimsical look of it. So, just kind of, I'm going to get 2 of them. Just kind of covering it. And like I said, I'm getting a little bit on there, but it's not going to matter. It's really not. So don't fret. There we go. Now my friend Alicia from Chardon Signs, she uses flashing. If you don't know what flashing is, it's the metal stuff that they put on the edge of your roof when they're doing your roof. And it's a real thin piece of metal. And you do have to be careful because you can cut yourself on it. But she uses that, and then you don't have to worry about see how those curl up a little bit? You don't have to worry about that because it's a piece of metal. It's aluminum is what it is. And you just wash it off and you just keep going with it like that. So she uses that, which is a brilliant idea. And it's one of those things, I've seen her use it 100 times. And I always think to myself, I think, you know, that would be a great idea to get some of that. But then when I'm at the store, I forget about it and don't do it. So right here we go. Just like that. This is so cool. This is so cool. So right there, and then let's cover this little star here. And go. And then just keep going around. Just keep going around. So, and you guys are probably saying, well, why in the world is she doing Christmas on both sides of that door hanger thing? I don't know. I really wanted to do some more Christmas stuff. And, you know, sometimes you just, you know, you might want one thing and then the other. And what else is kind of cool, if you have a door that has a big window in it that you hang the stuff on, you know how you can see your stuff through there? You know, with you having a design or even just any type of thing on the back is best. But if you had some sort of design on there, it's, you know, people could see that through the glass, you know. I mean, I know it would be a little bit distorted, but you still could see it, you know. So now let's take our yellow here and let's get our big star up here. And see, I'm not trying to get every single little corner or point of the star, just getting some yellow on there. So see here. Now see, this is a good time to stipple because you can kind of control a little bit better about where the paint is going. And see, to get in there, and you see how I'm not blocking off the green because I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal that it doesn't line up perfectly, or I mean doesn't, or a little bit of the gold gets on the Christmas tree leaves or limbs. But I can't talk today. I should just stop talking. So, okay, so now let's get some red here. We don't have quite as many balls on here, but let's do a little red ball. Now, see, I'm just going to kind of go along the edges. I'm just barely putting any paint on there. See that? I just want to kind of cover it, but I'm not trying to, I don't want it to bleed through though either. See that? This purple has a lot to be desired here. Now, something else you could do is you could take a makeup wedge and kind of cut it kind of small and do that. I don't have any makeup wedges, or I probably would have done that. You could make it kind of small so that it fits down in there to do this same thing with. You know, and then just touch it, because you don't have to, you know, cut them up and use them, you know, make them the size that you want to make them. So let's see that. I think this looks kind of cool. Let's see. I thought, where's my light blue? Look, there it is. It's laying on its side. Get some light blue. I guess there's more. I just did one of each color, and there is plenty on here. I was thinking there was just a couple of little balls on here, but there's more than just a couple. I think we got them all right there like that. Let's see what this guy looks like. Oh, we forgot to do the stem at the bottom. We forgot to do that. Now I'm going to be real careful because I have a lot of extra paint because of the way I did the little ball things. Okay. Now, and if I don't like how something came out, you guys, we can fix that. It's not a big deal. Or if I feel like I've got bleed through or something like that, we can fix that, which I saw bleed through when I was doing that, is why I'm saying that. So we can fix it. It's not a big deal. There's lots of ways to fix it if you have bleed through or you don't like something. So no fret. No fret. But so far, I think this is turning out kind of cute. Kind of cute. Something a little different. A little different. Now, see, I think these would be beautiful if you did them all a solid color. Now, look, I'm going to take this paintbrush and I'm going to put some of my green paint because I got a ton of red right there. Okay? And that's going to drive me nuts. I'm not going to put my stencil back down. I'm just going to kind of go over it a little bit with the green. If I had green on my brush, but I keep wiping it off. See that? Just dab that over that. No big deal. No big deal. But if you look right here, I'm going to show you guys. I got some bleed through down here at the bottom. Okay? See right there? There's some bleed through. Lots of ways you can fix that. You can wait till it dries and take like a Q-tip. You could take a baby wipe. Not a baby wipe, but a disinfectant wipe. And while it's still wet, these are really wet though. So usually you want it not to be quite as wet as this, but I can take this in my fingernail and I can just kind of wipe that off like that and get that out of there. Just like that. Or I can wait till it dries and sand it, antique it, and say it's supposed to be like that. You know, there's all kinds of options when stuff like that happens. All right, so now let's go over here. And we want to make sure that we're kind of straight again. Over here on this side, let's see. I'm going to kind of, I'm going to just do them just like this right here. And see, I could, let's see. And it's going to overlap this tree a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I think it'll be just fine. I just want to make sure they're all standing about the same, you know, direction up and down like that. Whoops, moved it. Just like that. So from looking at this, probably what I'm going to do is I am going to end up sanding it when it gets good and dry and really antique it out, because I've got a few spots that don't look real good to me. And you guys probably never could see them on camera, but I can see them. So I'm probably going to end up sanding the whole thing, not in redoing it, just sanding it down and antiquing it a little bit to make it look a little like it's supposed to be like that. I'm going to go right here and get this green up here like that. So, but I guess I need to use it here. I was thinking I might be able to get by without having to block things off, but I'm a crazy stenciler, so I tend to pick up the stencil and move it constantly. I tend to get it over in areas that I don't mean to get it in. Now these balls, you guys, are kind of big. So we might use some stencil brushes to get down in there. And like I said, the wedges would be perfect because you could cut them to the size that you want. And if I move this stencil one more time, I'm going to scream. Ah! Just kidding. Just keep moving it around, moving it around. There we go. There we go. See what's happening here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank goodness we can just slide it right back into its spot. There. Mama said you'll have days like this, right? That's what she said. So there we go. How are we doing on time? We got about 9 minutes. I think we'll get this done. Like I said, I'll probably antique it a little bit and really just stress it out and add some, you know, dark in the back. I think that'll be really cool. So, because I tend to like stuff that looks like, you know, it's been hanging out in the barn for a little while and a little bit distressed. So I'll probably do that. But these balls are a lot bigger than the other balls, so I'm not sure about doing the way I was doing the others with the little paintbrush. So I think we might use our stencil brushes right there. So here, see how this tree kind of just, it's not a definite stem, it's just a little bit of a stem. I'm just going to kind of blend it in there together. See that? I'm not going to have a definite line where the green starts and the brown, or the brown starts and the green ends. I'm just kind of letting them blend together like that. Okay? So now I'm going to reach up here, and I got all my paintbrushes are in the water. All right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 balls. Okay, so, and I have 5 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of paint. Just going to go right in the lid, just like that, okay? I'm going to swirl it around to get it up on my paintbrush a little bit. And then I'm just going to kind of just go around here like that. See that? Now I'm going to grab another one. What do I do with all of them? Here they are. Okay, so we did that color. Let's do this blue color here. And just kind of swirling it off a little bit. And then I'm just going to like kind of stipple it in there. See that? Now these all have little hanging down things, and I used a ton of paint on that one. I'm just going to do them the same color as the ball, just like that. Okay, so now let's go to this pink color right here. That blue, I got a lot of paint on my brush, so let's do this pink one right here. See that? Just like that. Okay, let's grab a couple more brushes over here. And let's go. Let's see if we can get some of this purple out of here. Maybe do 1 or 2 balls purple. Put this over. Yeah, that purple needs to go in the trash. It's pretty bad. Let's see that. There, like that. Just like that. All right, so now let's grab another one. Let's move the thing around again. Dang, you guys, I'm telling you. Having a heck of a time here. Let's do this this guy right down here, this pretty big one, red. What do you think? See that? Now you could go in and you could do some of these balls like a fun, like put a little design on them if you wanted to. Wouldn't that be cool to put a little bit of a design on some of these, kind of like some of your old-fashioned balls that have the lines and things like that? I think that would be really cool. So you could do that. Let's just do another blue one right over here. Okay, and I've got one more. Let's do him pink over here. Just like that. And then we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks. Oh, got to do the yellow. Got to do our yellow star Where did my yellow stencil brush go? I've got one that's got yellow on it. Right here it is. Right there. And I just moved my stencil again, you guys. There we go. Kristy is not being very careful today. There we go. Let's slide this back over here like that. And where did my card go? And we will get our star done real quick. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so let's take that guy off. Now, okay, it doesn't look too bad. My blue is really blue on that ball right there. I don't like that ball at all. So here's what I'm going to do. See how I had way too much paint when I stenciled that. Okay, I'm just going to kind of touch it with this and kind of wipe it off. All right. Now, when I wipe this off, it's going to wipe some of the white paint off too. But that's all right, because when we come back over it and paint it again, it'll all be good. See that? See how I was able to get that off of there? And you just got to keep finding a clean spot on your rag to get the other colors off. All right? So just like that. Now I will let that dry and I will fix that little ball. Or I could even just do this. I could take my paintbrush and just kind of, I could just paint it if I wanted to, like that, which I don't. I'm going to grab my stencil real quick here. And I'm going to lay it down on here again. And does it have to be perfect? No, it does not. But and I'm just going to grab this brush and we're just going to kind of fill that in a little bit. And that looks better. That looks better. So like I said, when this gets good and dry, I'm going to sand it and I'm going to antique it. So, but you guys kind of get the idea. Doing something fun here. So this will be a door hanger. Now, this side, I'm probably going to put a big bow on. I'm going to drill a couple holes in here to hang it. So it'll probably hang like this to the outside. And then through my window, you'll be able to see this side. But we're going to really antique this up and sand it and distress it. So I may wait and we can do that together in a couple days. But I'll hang it like that. But we did that. But let me show you the other thing we did. Now look, I just saw that this trunk right here, we left green. That needs to be brown. So what time do we have? Oh, we got 1 minute. So I'm going to lay that right there like that. And I'm going to take my brown stencil brush. There it is. And we're just going to get this brown right down here. I didn't add any more color to my brush. I'm just kind of using what's in the brush. And just so that it is brown at the bottom, just like the others. So that looks a little bit better. Like I said, I'll sand that and distress it. But we did this, and we also did this for a Lazy Susan. I did this the other night, okay? And then this will be the opposite side for our Lazy Susan. And my idea is I have this little cheap Lazy Susan, so I can have that on the table. And here's Thanksgiving or fall and use it. And then when I want to switch it over, I'm thinking this would be good for winter or for every day. And we can use it for that. So that's what we did tonight. And I greatly appreciate you guys all being here. And I found my makeup sponges. Did you? I keep meaning to buy some. I'm out of them. And I keep forgetting to get them when I go to the store. So, but I need to, because this purple is a nasty and it's going to go in the trash. So anyway, go check out Michelle Designs and Vines. She's on next, her channel. I don't think I put it in my description, to be quite honest with you, but I will, she's right there. You can click on her and I believe it'll take you right to, yep, go to her channel. Click on Design and Vines and it'll say go to channel and you can go and check her out. I believe everybody on here that we all subscribe already to everybody's channel. But if you're on replay, make sure you comment and say hello or something so we can talk to you. And I will see you guys over there. You guys have a great evening and an even better tomorrow. Bye-bye. Let me step down so I can reach. Boy, oh boy.